Hey PJs, welcome back to another video. Today I'm reviewing Momo slimes. I will apologize for this video and the next like 3 videos. I've been really behind, and so these are kind of from restocks that they had like over a month ago. So if you want these slimes, they might not be in stock anymore. I do apologize. I've just kind of been skipping weeks. So many things have been happening, so just wanted to point that out. Besides the slimes, I was also sent some extras, which included 2 pieces of candy, her business card, and some borax. And here are the slimes. They all come in these clear screw top lid containers with her slime shop name on the top and the slime logo on the side. Starting off with the first slime, this is Momo Dango. I really hope I'm saying that correctly. Some people say Dango. I personally say Dango. I don't know if one or the other is correct, or if they both are, or if neither are and I'm just completely failing. But the one thing I did notice was that the Fimo mix that came in this bag kept falling out, and I honestly couldn't figure it out because it looked sealed, and then I realized that the charm had pierced the bag, and I didn't see that at first, and I was just so confused on why they were all falling out. But it kind of made a little bit of a mess, but it was all contained in the bubble wrap. But yeah. Anyways, this is a white sleigh slime that is scented Kinako Mochi, and it comes with some flower and leaf Fimos and a Dango charm, which has got to be one of my favorite charms ever. It is adorable. I'm so mad. Right after I reviewed this, I was trying to get it to deflate later that evening because, whatever. And I broke the freaking stick on the charm. It kind of rotates inside the Dango, so it's not super stable or anything, but I loved it so much, and it got stuck in the slime, and while I was trying to retrieve it, the wood part broke off, and I was so heartbroken. I still am, because I love the charm so much, and of course I broke something that I like, because that happens so much. I don't know what this base is made out of, but it has a slower stretch, kind of like how Korean glue has. That doesn't last, it just kind of has to get warmed up. So you kind of have to be careful with stretching it and activation. I can't tell you how many times I've activated Korean glue based slimes because they just feel underactivated, and then I let it sit for a few days, and then I play with it, and for the first 5 minutes of me playing with it, it is completely stiff because they just start out stiff. So you kind of have to be really careful with that. But I think that the texture that it turns into once you get it warmed up is definitely worth it, because they're always so chubby and silky, and this one is no exception. It is also that, and it's just really inflatable as well. It's just an all-around really good slime, and probably, like I've mentioned a billion times before, Korean glue bases don't really stick, so it's really good for beginners as well. Once this slime warms up, it definitely inflates a lot, which you'll see in a little bit. The texture reminds me of whipped cream, and it actually has a cool texture or cool feel to it. Cool doesn't really have a texture. Anyways, it has a cool feel to it, like you just stuck it in the fridge, and maybe that's just a placebo type thing or whatever you want to call that, because it feels like whipped cream to me, and whipped cream is usually cold, but it's just what it feels like, so it feels really refreshing on my hands. I didn't look it up, so I don't know what Kinako Mochi is. I know what mochi is, but I don't know what the first part is, so I don't know what this is supposed to smell like, but to me it smells like really sweet bread, a good balance between savory and sweet, and it's really enjoyable to smell. So this slime gets a 5 out of 5 pajamas. This second slime is called Bamboo Tea. It is a green Korean glue clear slime scented aloe vera juice. It has some long java chips in it and some leaf Fimos and decorations, and it comes with the cutest panda charm. The last slime I said is one of my favorite charms. This one also is one of my favorite charms. It just looks so pretty, and the little panda's sitting on a bamboo stalk. It just looks so cute. The second I saw this slime, I knew I had to have it. I loved everything about it. I've always loved bamboo, the way it looks, the way it smells. It's incredible, and with the charm and the long java chips, which I've never actually had in a slime before, I definitely had to try it out. And like, I just love Korean clear glue slimes because they don't stick and they're slightly jiggly and they inflate and have really good bubble pops, and I just love playing with them so much. Like, I was obsessed with this one the second I saw it. The texture is pretty much what I expect with most Korean clear glue slimes. It's chubby, it's very smooth, and of course bouncy. This one does leave a little bit of residue. It might be because of the add-ins, I don't know. It's like not a lot to really notice a ton of it, so I'm not really worried about it. I just thought it was interesting that it was on this one. The texture was a little bit thicker than I've normally noticed, but not enough to where I feel like it would change the texture, so I'm thinking it was the add-ins. I really don't mind because it doesn't happen very often, but I thought I would mention it. I wasn't really expecting the kind of bubble pops that this slime produces, though. It is so interesting, and you know me and my descriptions. It feels like calm. The bubble pops feel calm, and the best way I could describe it is like the same kind of calm that you're gonna get on a lazy river, like the waves from a lazy river. There's just so flowy and everything, or like the bubbles from a hot tub. They just okay, bubbles from a hot tub are kind of aggressive, but they feel calm. They feel like water and waves and all the good stuff. Anyways, this slime is really easy to stretch and it doesn't fog up too quickly. I could play with this one for like 20 plus minutes and it wouldn't fog up like normal slimes do, which is another reason I like Korean glue slimes, because I love clear glue slimes, but the fact that they fog up so freaking much and so fast bothers the crap out of me. So this is another plus to these. Like, if you haven't tried them, you gotta try them. It's an experience. To me, this slime doesn't smell like aloe vera or aloe vera juice or juice. It just smells really sweet, kind of like lip gloss. Definitely on the faker side, but like, you know, how real can you get with these scents without like molding the slime? I don't even know. Can you even add aloe vera to a slime? Maybe, I don't know. But it smells fine, just not like aloe vera juice to me. You know, whatever. This slime also gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. And last, we have Lucky Charms Donut Cereal, which is a DIY clay slime scented Lucky Charms and glazed donut. It comes with 3 clay donuts, Lucky Charm inspired females, and a rainbow charm. The base has got to be, without a doubt, a wood glue slime, and if it's not, my mind is blown. It feels like a watered down wood glue, so whether water was added to it or the activator wasn't as strong or whatever, it feels like a thinner, jigglier base, but it definitely feels like wood glue, which, like, if you haven't tried a wood glue, it's like the chubbiest of chubby slimes. It's really thick, kind of like a glue wall, but not as much. It doesn't stretch nearly as much, which I'm gonna assume that's why it's watered down, because that definitely helps with the stretchiness. And it's just, like I said, really chubby, and if you don't know what chubby is, it's like a Korean glue, but not. I don't know. It's hard to explain. And you know, I'm actually pretty proud of myself for putting this one together. Like, look at it. I think it looks beautiful. I don't really compliment myself very much because I don't think anything I do is really that great. But I think I did really good with this one. Like, the donuts look like really good Lucky Charms donuts. I forgot if it was Lucky Charms or some other type of cereal. Anyways, they look like really good Lucky Charms mini donuts, don't they? Like, I think I did really good, but like, that's like picture perfect. Anyways, it was really fun assembling it. One of my favorite DIYs so far that wasn't like a multi-stepped one, you know, just like a mostly plain DIY. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it was really fun to put together and really fun to mix together because the clay was really soft, so it was easy to mix in. It didn't change the color too much, just changed it into more of a yellow, which I think is really cool. And of course, since there was a chubby base mixed with clay, it becomes a chubby clay slime. And I don't mean chubby as in like super chubby like a lot of DIY clay slimes have been like these days. It's more on the smooth, slightly chubby side. I would assume because it's not made with like Korean glue, which is usually what creates that chubbiness in DIY clays or just clays or butters or whatever. So it's a nice change from the newfound clay slimes that I've been feeling so much lately. It feels a lot closer to a regular like clay slime, or like a clay slime when chubby clays weren't a thing. And it feels really smooth and it's just super fun to play with, really inflatable, really soft, and I love the scent, but you're gonna have to like sit down for this one because there's a lot. Okay, so if you're sitting down, I will tell you. So this slime smells like milk, mint, sunblock, and sweet cereal, and I will not, like, nobody can change my mind. I smell all of them separately and all of them together. They smell really good together. Kind of sweet, milky. The sunblock is a little weird and the mint is just barely there, but it's there. And to finish off this review, this slime also gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. And with that, that is the end of this review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't tried Momo Slimes before, I definitely urge you to. She is becoming one of my favorite slime shops. Almost all of her textures that I feel I'm so satisfied with. I love her aesthetic. Everything she seems to do is just perfect, and I love her slimes so much. So if you haven't tried them, please do. They are incredible. But with that, I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.